guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for dropping by. It's Jane once again, and I'm back with a bouquet of red roses and another video. Today's video is a requested one from a viewer quite a while back, and with my 7th wedding anniversary right around the corner, what better time to share my top wedding day fragrance picks than now? But before we get right to the fragrances, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on notification so you never miss a new video. Definitely leave me a comment down below what your ideal wedding fragrance is, or let us know the fragrance you wore to your own wedding. If you're interested to know more about my recommendations, then please keep watching. First of all, a big congratulations on your engagement, and if you're watching this, perhaps you're planning your big day happening very soon. It's a tough road ahead, especially if you are doing it all on your own. So I hope this video is going to help narrow down your choices, give you some idea about what you may want to wear, and somehow help get choosing your wedding day fragrance out of the way. Tick that off your very long must-dos and move on to another planning task. Typically, we choose a scent that vibes with our wedding theme or motif, one that is going to vibe with the wedding dress or the bouquet, one that is appropriate for the time of the wedding, the climate, the season of your wedding, the location of the ceremony. Or it is a fragrance that holds a special memory. Perhaps it's the fragrance you wore when you first met your husband-to-be, or it's a fragrance gift he gave you. But it can also be a totally new scent that you would like to remember your wedding day by. Ultimately, it is something that reflects you and how you want to feel on your wedding day, and most importantly, it is a scent you enjoy wearing. I've a fun little twist to this list. Instead of the usual rundown of the fragrances, we will be following the old English rhyme: something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, a sixpence in her shoe. I'm not particularly superstitious, but I thought it would be good luck and of course fun to do. I've also tried my very best to include different tastes and themes, so I hope there is something for every bride. Something old represents continuity. Traditionally, this is something like an heirloom, something handed down for generations in the family for good luck. The very first fragrance brought to mind by something old is of course a Chanel. One of the oldest women's fragrances still very much in existence is Chanel No. 5. It survived the test of time. This fragrance turned a century old this year, as this icon was first introduced by Coco Chanel in 1921. Now even I cannot wear the OG, but for the modern bride, I recommend the updated 2016 version Chanel No. 5 Low, a light and fresh interpretation of this iconic scent. It retains something of the old but reimagined for today. This has a fresh opening with lemon, mandarin, orange, neroli, and the signature Chanel aldehydes, but very much a floral perfume with rose, ilang-ilang jasmine in the heart, grounded by cedar and white musk in the base. If this perfume has a color, it would be white, the texture sheer like lace. This is very dainty, innocent, but chic and classy at the same time. This one took me by surprise. I never expected to love this perfume. Take note, love. Last year, I have dismissed this as something difficult to wear, but that's because I was prejudiced by the Chanel No. 5 being a quote-unquote mature or grandma scent. I can assure you this isn't. This feels like a mere echo or a memory of No. 5, and as one Fragrantica reviewer puts it, this will remind you of memories you want to make going forward. Hearing those words, what better perfume for a wedding than Chanel No. 5 Low? And this is an Eau de Toilette concentration. This is going to be great for any theme, any setting, anytime, any season, day or night. I am definitely tempted to put another Chanel fragrance in this category, but there is a fragrance that I personally would love to wear more than another Chanel, and it's this fragrance from Guerlain, Shalimar Souffle de Parfum. Something old, the original Shalimar was created in 1925, another iconic fragrance that may smell dated today. But the allure of this DNA is that air of timelessness about it. And this Souffle de Parfum version has but a breath of that Shalimar DNA, aptly named Souffle, which means a breath of. This leans gourmand to me, in the same scent category as Lyra from Surgeoff, but this is heftier on that vanilla and has no caramel, such that this smells a lot more perfumey than edible. The play of citrus, vanilla, and white florals would make a great perfume choice for a whimsical, preppy, bohemian, or a rustic themed wedding. I can see this worn for a wedding during the cooler months and for an afternoon to sundown ceremony. The vanilla here is such a head turner and mouth-wateringly delicious in an elegant and sophisticated way. This has Guerlain written all over it. That reminder of Shalimar is the cherry on top. This is an eau de parfum concentration and lasts 4 to 5 hours with decent projection when oversprayed. Yes, you can spray this up and down without worry. This isn't going to choke you or the people around you out. Shalimar Souffle de Parfum, definitely check this one out. Something new offers optimism for the future. I chose perfumes which aren't super new, but perfumes which remind me of being way ahead of their time. Initio Atomic Rose is relatively new, launched in 2019. This interpretation of rose in a perfume took the world by surprise. This is the Delina DNA, and when Parfums de Marly, which is sister company to Initio, first came out with Delina, nobody really understood what it was. It was different, but proceeded to conquer the fragrance community and launch itself as an icon. So, for something new, what better way to embody the future than something called Atomic Rose? If you've smelled Delina and liked it, you will like this even more. If you've smelled Delina and hated it, there is a pretty good chance you may like this one, because although they have a similarity, they are also so different. This does not have the tangy rhubarb that puts people off in Delina. This doesn't have the heady incense that's also in Delina that sometimes can be a little bit too much. What this retained is the amazing longevity and projection, if I may say so. This is a beast of a fragrance, so experiment on the number of sprays that's okay for your big day. This easily lasts around 12 hours on me, so you don't have to worry about respraying during your big day. This is for the statement-making alternative themed wedding. Wedding with deep reds, blacks, and purples in the motif. Red roses in the wedding flowers, of course. For an all-white wedding, I have a recommendation coming up. This is also for a wedding in cooler environments, colder season, and late afternoon ceremony in an open space garden setting. If you want a fresher, lighter, pink-smelling perfume for a warmer daytime setting, the Lina La Rosée is in a similar rose vanilla scent category, but is definitely more suitable. Dior Lucky came out in 2018 and is to me the quintessential all-white wedding day perfume, plus the name screams luck. This scent to me represents purity, simplicity, and harmony. Nothing here is complex. This is white fabric in any texture, silk, lace, or tulle. This will give you glimpses of a wedding dress, modern, traditional, or whimsical. This is simply the scent of a bride. This is a fresh lily of the valley perfume with indistinct white florals and ozonic notes, and a touch of greenness. Perfect for an all-white, traditional vintage or modern themed wedding, but is also going to be perfect for a beach destination wedding as well, as this has that fresh, breezy charm. In fact, this is perfect for anyone in a wedding dress. This is very easy to like, this is so fresh to the nose, a little soapy clean, and all in all, just a charming composition. A very safe bet, as I cannot imagine anyone saying they do not like this perfume. Especially man, your husband-to-be is going to fall on his feet smelling this on you in your wedding dress. This is also super long lasting. Don't let the juice fool you. This is one of the longest lasting freshie I own. On my hair, the scent lingers up to 48 hours. On skin, this is still going strong on the 8th hour mark. How much lucky can you get? Surgeoff's Dama Bianca came out in 2012. This perfume smells very new yet timeless to my nose. This is white floral but not too petally and definitely not indolic. It's vanilla but not going into a super gourmand direction. It has hints of powderiness but the airy, fluffy type. No woodiness, no spices or anything heavy that weighs this down. And my favorite part of this composition is that whimsical fruitiness that's fun, fresh, and very modern. I can't say enough good things about this perfume. If I were to get married now, this is easily in my top 3. This is feminine, fun, playful, alluring, essentially good vibes in a bottle. If your theme is nothing too straight-laced traditional or nothing too formal, you should seriously consider wearing this. Be showing you the box. If this doesn't look like the prettiest maiden ever to walk on earth, this imagery embodies this scent. Something borrowed. By borrowing something from a happily married friend or relative, the bride or couple ensures a little of their good fortune rubs off on them. Penhaligon's Luna is Miss Heart Evangelista's wedding day perfume. This is a sparkling citrusy perfume, a little aromatic in the opening but gets sweeter with more pronounced floral nuances towards the middle to the dry down. Once the top notes are gone, this composition smells ethereal. Named after the goddess of the moon, Luna is befitting of the perfume inside. My husband described this scent as reminiscent of flowers along the wedding aisle. Borrowing this perfume for your big day is something you should consider. Smelling like the goddess Luna and like the beauty icon Miss Heart while walking down the aisle is definitely good luck. My own wedding day perfume is Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, another sparkling, fresh, floral perfume. This will make you smell like the prettiest woman on the planet, at least to my nose. This smells pink, dainty, pretty, girly, sweet, youthful, and to me was an ode to the life I was living behind as I walk on to my new adventure. I wanted to be accompanied by those fond memories of youth because they made me the woman walking down the aisle that day. This is the most sentimental perfume I own, and I will forever hold on to a bottle. This perfume complemented our purple motif, including my bouquet. I wasn't such a white floral fan before. I was big on peonies in perfumes, hence this perfume choice. I am definitely happy to let you borrow my special perfume for good luck. We are happily turning 7 years. It is a lot of work, marriage is, but I couldn't ask for more. Something blue. According to the knot, wearing or carrying something blue was also meant to deflect that pesky evil eye. The color blue stands for love, purity, and fidelity, 3 key qualities for a solid marriage. Angel Eau de Toilette is something blue for the bride who is a little more daring. The wedding gown exuding a sultry, sexy vibe. This to me is a very sexy perfume. I can imagine this to be worn by Elena Darna to her wedding or someone with a similar personality. Not all brides want to smell of dainty white florals, of sparkling peonies, or classic rose. Others bring their fun personality into the event by wearing a scent that represents them. Angel Eau de Toilette is for that low back, high slit, deep V, daring type of wedding dress that's mouth-wateringly sexy. You will smell and look like all the girls in the room combined. All eyes and noses on you. Something blue to literally embody the vastness of the sea, the fresh sea breeze, hinting at soft white florals. Light blue forever is perfect for a wedding by the beach, a nautical theme wedding, a travel theme wedding, tropical wedding, and definitely great for a summer daytime wedding. This is your light blue infused with orange blossom and white florals. This smells like the sunshine of bright, happy days ahead. In Eau de Parfum concentration, this lasts infinitely longer than the OG, but you may have to respray to top up or overspray, like finish a whole 15 ml on you right before you walk down the aisle. Not to be too superstitious about this, but the word forever is simply what we hope to achieve for every union and is definitely a good luck name for this perfume. Check this one out, especially if you're planning a summer, warmer weather wedding. Sintra by Memo Paris. First of all, I love this tiled blue pattern on the bottle. Inspired by a city in Portugal, Memo Sintra is something blue for the bride who wants to smell niche and different and unique on her wedding day. This resembles Love by Kilian, which we know is a definite head-turner, but this is infused with that green petitgrain note that has elevated the Love DNA into something very artisanal and niche. This is not for everyone. This is a very green version of the Love DNA. You have to like petitgrain and orange blossom to get the vibe of this perfume. Petitgrain here is like the oud note to me. It has to be something you get and understand to appreciate and love. I personally did not expect to love this perfume, being a noob to niche, but look at how much I've worn already. I've literally depleted this sample in a very short span of time, and I'm definitely getting a full bottle. Think Love by Kilian with the sweetness toned down. This is for the bride who wears a jumpsuit to her wedding, a white suit, or even a scrub suit, just like a dear friend of mine. It is very different but makes perfect sense. This will also suit an eco-friendly, nature-themed wedding, a garden casual setting, something with lush greenery around. The dry down on this is pure magic. The final ingredient in this old rhyme, sixpence in her shoe, this British coin is meant to represent prosperity for the couple as they start their lives together. Brides from the US often substitute the sixpence for a penny. Traditionally, the father of the bride presents her with the sixpence or the penny just before she walks down the aisle as a gift of good luck. Well, we can be much more creative by substituting the actual coin with an opulent smelling perfume. With literally gold in the juice, nothing represents opulence more than Mikalef's Ilangin Gold. This is sweet, vanilla-y, fruity, floral, a very elegant, sophisticated, upscale, regal perfume. I never thought of this as a casual or a vacation perfume. This is way too elevated for that. This is a special occasion fragrance to me, fit for a wedding. This is perfect for any theme, any setting, any time, any season, day or night. This smells rich but remains airy and not thick. This is great for a formal wedding and also for a very casual one. Sniffing this is one happy thought after another. One of the best occasions I see this worn to is a wedding, so definitely check this one out, Ilangin Gold. If you want to go literal and all out on luxury, then Roja it is. Aside from the bottle literally bejeweled, this perfume is something a princess would wear. Definitely sure I'm not the first person to say that, so credits to you all who think the same. I have to say though that the scent DNA of 51 and Ilang in Gold is similar. Not the same, not dupes, but they kind of are in the same ballpark of white-yellow floral mix, sweet, a little fruity, a little woody, opulent smelling, luxurious, princessy smells. Walking the aisle with 51 Parfum on definitely spells opulence. That was a pretty long video. I guess I got too carried away reminiscing about my own experiences, thinking to myself what fragrances I would want to wear now. But I hope this covered almost every bride, so definitely leave me a comment down below what you think about the fragrances in this list. Thank you all for watching, and for the bride who may be watching this, girl, you got this. And this is me hugging you tight. Take care, stay fragrant, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!